Rachel, how you doing?
Oi. Yeah, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. So, let's pretend we weren't just filming these back to back. If you're seeing this, you're probably watching this on a Wednesday. That's when we're releasing it. If not, we're fucked up. So, what have you been up to the last couple of weeks?
Last couple of weeks, I've got really into ChatGPT.
Right, in what way?
Like I'm talking to the robot more than like my friends and family.
Yeah, is it in a conversational way, or are you like saying I need like help with my life?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
I was just fucking joking. So what have you been asking ChatGPT?
Like literally everything.
Can you open this jar? How did I do it?
No, yeah, exactly. Like it's quite addictive, and that's what I'm hearing. People are saying it's bad for the environment. I've heard that. I've heard it can bring on a psychotic episode by talking to ChatGPT.
Well, it depends on the nature of conversation. I mean, if you're
yeah, the thing about ChatGPT is, do you know that have you talked to ChatGPT?
See the way you've just went. Do you talk to ChatGPT? I'm like, no. Most people say, do you use ChatGPT? You're like, do you know my close personal fucking pal ChatGPT?
Yeah. Have you spoken to the robot yet?
I've spoken to the robot.
Yeah. Have you spoken to the robot? That's what I call him. I call him a robot to his face.
1984, fucking George Orwell. I have engaged with said robot. Yeah.
You've engaged with said robot, and what do you think? What's your opinion?
I'm very happy at how they've sorted my reference lists out in alphabetical order.
Okay, right.
See, I'm very transactional with ChatGPT.
Right, okay.
I don't go in there going, yo, ChatGPT, how's your Monday? I just go in, right, ChatGPT. I don't even say please. I'm an ignorant git. This is probably why some of my stuff's perhaps shit that it gives me. Because you imagine if you're in the workplace and people are just like, do it.
Exactly. And maybe that's why ChatGPT hasn't been that friendly back to you.
Generative AI is actual Huffy AI.
Yeah, you've not put in the effort with ChatGPT. I've put in some serious time with this robot. And this robot is so kind to me. This robot is so flattering. I said, sorry, don't mean to give you a coughing fit, but I put in a picture of myself to ChatGPT and I said, do you think I'm pretty? And ChatGPT was like, you're so pretty. You've got big eyes, nice lips, nice long blonde hair, and all that. It just tells you what you want to hear. That's the thing about ChatGPT, and that's why they say it can be dangerous. Because see, if you were having a manic episode, which is something I can have, being bipolar disorder, if I was getting really manic and I started speaking to ChatGPT, it could be really dangerous because the robot just agrees with you. So you could be saying, like, I think I'm married to Kanye West, which is what I did think when I was ill last year. I thought I was married to Kanye West and we were soulmates. So imagine if I wrote that.
Try it now. Am I married to fucking Kanye West?
Are we actually doing this?
I think we're actually doing this.
I think, okay, let's see. You're right. Let's test it. Because they say that it kind of mirrors back what you're saying to it.
And it doesn't have much. Well, what I know from using it, right, or my engagements from Mr. ChatGPT is it's not really great at criticality. Right, okay. So, like, yeah, you're right. It's not going to, like, critically analyse what you're saying to any depth.
Here we go. Am I married to Kanye West? No, you are not married to Kanye West. Kanye has actually been married a couple of times. Oh. Kim Kardashian, Bianca Censori. So unless there's a very secret third marriage none of us know about, you're safe.
Oh, well,
what do you mean I'm safe? I fancy him.
Do you know the other thing is unless... And if you're in a fucking manic state, you'd be like, well, I'm the unless.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
the unless.
Exactly. But also, I don't like they say that I'm safe.
Safe.
I really don't like that.
Is there an unsafe Kanye moment?
Yeah.
It's like, oh dear.
It's like ChatGPT have gone with the rest of the internet and decided that he's a bad guy. And I don't think that.
See, this is my fault for getting you to engage about what is quite a controversial topic. With what was previously your best pal, ChatGPT.
My best pal.
That's insecurity here. I'm such a needy cunt. I couldn't have you even having a virtual pal.
No, you couldn't.
You know better
you
than
couldn't.
Me.
Exactly.
I seen your eyes light up. You look so fucking happy. Have you spoken to ChatGPT? Fuck ChatGPT. I'm syncing this right now.
And you did. You managed to successfully. Because now I'm a bit.
Good.
Now I'm a bit pissed off with ChatGPT. You're safe from Kanye West.
What other people would you be like? Is it? I mean, that's quite like frightening, isn't it? But it's like trying to like demarcate where your safety points are in your life. But Kanye West is suddenly something you need to worry about.
I know, and you know I love him. I've always been his biggest defender. Like I'm a
Some
huge.
of that's quite hard
I'm
to
a huge
defend.
Kanye. No, but have you heard what he's come out with recently? He's apologised and said he's not a Nazi.
Oh, right. Not a Nazi.
He's not a Nazi.
That always goes well, I find.
And he's but basically in a serious note, like he's apologized for all of what happened, like when he really lost it last year. And he said he's blamed his bipolar disorder.
Right.
And in a way, like, I know a lot of people still won't understand, because a lot of people still don't understand bipolar disorder and how it works. But bipolar disorder makes you so manic, so psychotic, that you are not yourself.
Yeah.
So he wasn't ever a Nazi, for goodness sake. He just, and I know like people might hate this because I'm defending Kanye West, but like his bipolar is real. It's not an excuse.
No,
it's a
an
reason.
explanation.
Yeah, it's an actual reason.
But do you not find there is just like, I mean, this week, in the past couple of weeks or so, there's been like such intolerance towards people with disabilities. We had the BAFTA situation with John Davidson.
Oh my God, the BAFTAs,
now,
yeah.
That is, I don't think, a no-win situation for anyone, because that poor gentleman cannot help his ticking. He clearly, anyone who's even got a tertiary knowledge of the syndrome cannot help that.
I know, but then at the same time, Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindoy should never have been subjected to hearing that word.
Well, no one should be.
No, I know, and like that's what's so awful about it.
The only thing that I'm not 100% okay with, and I know this is even a controversial take in myself, is that I completely understand that if you've got Tourette's, you cannot help what you're doing. I just think the BBC, there's no excuse for the BBC not to have edited that out. Like, on a 2-hour time delay, there's absolutely no excuse, because then that just hurts so many people that just need to deal with that. And it also brought it to the fore with regards to John Davidson himself, the poor sod who is now getting hammered for it.
I know there's people on Instagram, because I'm a bit of a, I love reading Instagram comments.
Yeah.
I kind of go on a bit of a rabbit hole sometimes. And the amount of people that were like, this was not Tourette's, this was what he really thought, and all this. And it's like, people just don't understand Tourette's at all then, because basically obsessive compulsive disorder leads you to thinking you're a racist and leads you to thinking you're a paedophile and stuff like that. But obsessive compulsive disorder, you've still got control. You have the thoughts, like I'm a pedo or I'm a racist, but you would never blurt out a word like that.
Yeah,
but like Tourette's, you literally cannot help it.
It must be so frightening, the fact that anything that's at the forefront of your mind, you have literally no control over it coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and he probably felt it coming as well. That's the worst part. He probably felt it coming, was like, please, brain, please don't do this.
Well, I think they left shortly afterwards, because I think he just realised that this was
he went and sat in a room by himself, I think, after that.
Which is in itself quite brutal.
I think that it is brutal, especially because the young actor who won the award later in the night, playing him,
Robert Aramayo,
oh, is that his name? He won the best actor, beating Leonardo DiCaprio, beating Timothée Chalamet, beating Michael B. Jordan.
His acceptance speech was so wholesome, by the way. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I did see it.
Yeah, just so overjoyed to be there.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that lad.
I know, because he's beat these A-listers.
So happy in his craft. And
I think he was just happy to be nominated. I don't think he expected to win.
His wee aside to Ethan Hawke, I thought was lovely.
That was nice, saying Juilliard, which was nice. But what was so sad, like you say, is the fact that he's won an award for playing the guy that's now sitting in a room by himself.
Yeah.
Who's not allowed to watch the rest of the ceremony.
Yeah.
And what's that saying? That we respect
I don't think
art.
it wasn't allowed. I think he made the decision.
I know.
But I agree with
but you know
I
what I mean?
point.
Yeah, that like he essentially felt like he wasn't allowed in that auditorium because he was so, out of control. And that's his illness.
Going to take it on board, yeah.
And so he just removed himself from the situation, sitting in a wee room, having to watch an actor win an award for playing him. There's something very wrong about that.
There's something very wrong about that.
Something very wrong about that. But what the BAFTAs and what BBC did that was worse than not editing it out, because I think it is awful that they didn't edit it out. It's ridiculous. There's no excuse for it. But I think what's even worse than that is them not apologising.
To all parties.
To all parties.
Yeah.
They should have made an announcement at the start of the show saying there's a man in this audience who's got a syndrome called Tourette's. It leads to involuntary tics, i.e. horrible words that you might not be used to hearing or you might not want to hear, but it's just part of his illness.
I've had that a few times comedy shows. I've had it I said a couple of times, I've been notified of it a couple of times, and it's when people buy tickets And look, the people that have that particular type of Tourette's, I think it's like 30% of sufferers have that. A lot of them have non-verbal tics.
Yeah.
But there was one said someone come to an event that had verbal tics. They'd emailed in advance, and I said, look, that's perfectly fine. If they start taking off, don't worry about it. I'm the compere for the night. I will address the situation, and I'll brief the acts not to bring notice to it, so that the person can sit there, enjoy the show, and then, you know, if the ticking becomes an issue, we can then let the audience know thereafter. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what transpired. And not one person had a single issue with it at all.
Imagine BAFTA had done that and just let everyone know that that's what was happening, and there was someone in the audience
Be
that
kind
was
and
struggling.
consider it and just, you know,
And
think
just-
about others.
Yeah. But they didn't do that, and they also didn't apologise to Michael B. Jordan or Delroy Lindo,
Yeah,
who presented the
I
award.
thought that was exceptionally poor
They
as well.
came off stage, and BAFTA didn't say a bloody word to them.
That's poor, isn't it?
Not saying, we are so sorry that you had to hear that. Let us explain why that happened.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nah,
That's poor. Really poor.
That's incredibly poor.
I know.
I mean, I think, yeah, just there's so many things that you see in life and that you see in like the media and stuff like that, and you just think, oh, that's absolutely grim.
Yeah, I know.
However, there is a lot of things that you see that just bring you joy. And
Such as? I'm like, what brings you joy?
Rangers and Celtic drawn. So Hearts, your team
Go
could
on,
possibly
Hearts.
win a league title this year.
I know. It's absolutely, it's mad to me because I'm not a football fan, as you know. I'm no interest in football, but I was brought up by my dad, who is a huge Hearts fan, and the fact that they might win the league this year is like.
Yeah, I know that.
Unbelievable.
I know that'd also mean a hell of a lot to yourself, obviously. With
But
everything.
in a way, I don't want them to win.
Because you're quite sad because you'd have missed that.
Yeah, and I just like, I feel like, why do they get to win now when they've been bloody rubbish for like how many years? And then the year they win, my dad's not here to see it.
Well, I know.
But so I am in two minds about it. Part of me, because I think from wherever he is, he'll get to celebrate this. And it's like an amazing achievement.
Yeah.
And so part of me really does want them to win. And then, like I say, the other part of me is like, why did they get to do it now?
Well, I support a wee team called Kilmarnock.
Who?
Exactly. You've maybe gigged there, but you're not aware of the fact we got a football team. And my team the other week got what I can only describe as, I was saying about things that bring you joy, but then I was instantly brought back to my experiences in the land of sport. Now, football is scored with goals, right? Obviously, you've been to games, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot of goals tend to get scored. My team get 5 against them at the weekend.
No.
From, you know that wee small town Falkirk?
Oh, yeah.
They also have a really small football
Yeah.
team. And their team scored 5 against my wee
No
Diddy
way.
team. And that was what I think the internet meme is. Emotional damage. I spent most of Saturday in the fetal position just greeting.
Oh, my God.
Because I was so affected. It's weird, like, is there things in like popular culture that affect you? Like, if my football team gets hammered, that can actually, no matter how great my day's going, no matter how much green tea I've had in the morning, right, if I see my football team getting an absolute down, that hits me on a level that I can't even explain.
Wow.
And it throws me for the day. If my team get a win, which is rare to be fair, that has the other effect on me. It brings joy to me, it makes me feel great. Is there anything like tangential in your life that you're not directly involved in, but because you've got an interest and it hits you that way?
ER?
ER. So if you see ER on streaming devices, you're like, yeah. How many times have you watched that now?
So it's now just landed back on Netflix. I say back on Netflix. I don't think it's ever been on Netflix. This is the first time. I have watched ER. This is now my 3rd time through.
How many seasons? 3rd time through. How many seasons? How many episodes?
There's 15 seasons and there's 25 episodes a series. It just goes on and on and on and on.
Do you know what's going to be quite funny, right?
What?
You're going to do that thing that most, and I think this is an intrinsically a Scottish thing that people do, right? When you meet someone new and you end up in a relationship with them, Scottish people, and I know because I've spoken to people from different countries, England, Ireland, Scandinavia, all over the place, Germany. Only we do this in Scotland, where if you date someone, you're like, oh, you need to listen to all the music I like, or you need to watch the films or the TV shows I like. I'm just imagining the poor bastard who's 3 months into a relationship with you, and you suddenly turn round and go, time to watch ER, pal.
You've got to watch 355 episodes.
And if you don't make all of them, you're out.
Exactly. I thought you were going to say, you know what you're going to do? You're going to become a doctor.
Well, there's that.
You've seen it that many times.
There's that as well. I had a friend, a mutual friend, who I'll no name just now, who is also a bit batshit crazy, right? And they were like, I had like really bad medical condition in my leg, like, dealing with like sepsis and stuff like that.
God.
And they started giving me their diagnosis based on their years of watching Holby City and Casualty.
Oh my God.
And they're
Not
like,
even ER or Grey's Anatomy.
I know, no, we're like proper UK NHS bog standards, you know. I think you should do this banter. And it's like now you get like people that go and Google and they Google their symptoms and shit like this. I'm getting this muppet telling me, you'll be fine, you know, just throw a wee bit of sawdust on it or whatever, you know, just take it easy. And I'm like, my leg is nearly hanging off. You'll be fine. Paracetamol, you'll be cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's
like,
just
you
not
muppets,
helpful. Not
you
helpful.
Absolute muppets.
See, I'd be like, get me a 10 blade. Let's do a Chem 20. I know my stuff.
Your terminology.
I know my terminology. No, I just fancy them all, to be honest with you. That's the thing about being bi and you watch a show and you just fancy everyone.
Well, see, that's the thing that I'm looking forward to with regards to doing my PhD is I'll finally be a Dr. Ross.
That is so cool.
So I'm not going to be the hottest Dr. Ross that's ever lived because that's clearly George fucking Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney's got that one, I'm afraid.
But I thought I'll take the runners-up spot.
Yeah, take that.
You know
absolutely.
What I mean? So I was like, I'll just like Dr. Ross. That sounds good. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yes,
so
absolutely. Dr. Ross.
Dr. Ross.
Dr. Ross, baby.
Fuck it, changing it. Every comedy show from now on, it'll be Dr. Ross.
Yes, you should.
Put letters behind shit and that and just annoy people.
You'll only get a small amount of people who'll get the reference. It's a very niche joke.
Or I'll get people coming up to the shows, the comedy shows, really pissed off that it's nothing like medical related.
Right,
or
okay,
ER or George Clooney related and get done for.
Yes, exactly.
What's on that note, right? What is like the wildest like show you've seen marketed that you've attended? It doesn't need to be comedy, it could be music or that you've seen something marketed and then you attend and it does not meet your expectations. Because I was talking to my students the other day about this and we were talking about this week was like the 2-year anniversary of that Willy Wonka Glasgow chocolate factory thing.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's been 2 years already.
Oh my goodness.
Right? And I was just howling. I was thinking, that is globally, not even like Glasgow, Scotland, the UK, that is globally seen as the worst ever fucking community event that's ever been put on. So that's clear that we have that in our nature in Scotland, that we're capable of pish like that, right? What's the worst thing you've ever attended where it's been clear snake oil advertising?
Well, I can't really think of something I've attended, but I can think of something I worked at.
All right, okay. I'm still forgetting acting experience, so there must be loads that you can draw up on here.
Loads.
Rachel, the floor is yours.
Well, it was actually a couple of months ago. You'll remember me dressed up as a lion. Do you remember that one?
Is that Fife? Is that the
Yeah, the Kingdom of Fife. Yeah. And I was hired. Well, they told me it'd be a costume character job, right? Now, when you're an actor, you do a bit of costume character work, which basically means standing in a massive suit with a massive head on, usually furry, usually an animal, or some sort of character, and you walk about and like meet children, shake their hands, give them high fives, do selfies. Very easy. Yeah. But I got cast. Oh, the honour. Cast. I got cast, and they didn't tell me what it was going to be.
No, right. See, right away. Surely to fuck, right? I mean, I know in acting, right, sometimes you take a leap of faith, right? Same in comedy, you go for a gig. Did you not have some idea of what was going on here?
No.
You were just like, fuck it, job.
No, I was fuck it, job, yeah.
Because you have a terrible, terrible problem, and that's the fact that you cannot deal with an activity. So I know if you were like sitting, you had a free Sunday and there was like a job coming up, you're fucking taking that job.
I'm a hustler, always have been. I'd rather make money than not make money.
Yeah, so how did...
And it was good money, to be fair. It was good money. But not good enough when I bloody got there and I saw the lion costume and I thought, oh my God.
Was it a good costume? Was it like...
Well, it was stinking, you know, because it's like, I'm not the first person who's been in it. You put it... Yeah. You put it on and there's a little fan inside that's broken.
So it didn't even work?
No.
So you had some like stale pre-line sweat.
Stale pre-line sweat. No fan. The worst part is, Chrissy, this was a Christmas thing. What the fuck have lions got to do with Christmas? But then I think because that's like the shopping centre, it was like...
Was that their mascot?
That was their mascot. So there was elves cast. And they didn't have to wear like big costumes. You saw their faces, right?
Yeah.
They just had to put on like wacky makeup. So there was like, and then there was a Santa Claus, there was a Mrs. Claus. But I'm this lion. It didn't make any sense to me. And I just felt like people have brought their children along because it's like a Christmas event. And it was just...
What's the fucking lion doing here?
Yeah, what's this lion doing here?
And you're just like... "Rawr."
You know, just rawr. But you know what's the funniest thing? Because I've done quite a few costume character jobs in my career. I don't know why I did that career, because I have actually had a career.
I love the way you just shot yourself down
I know,
there.
I
Like,
did, you know, in my career. I meant, you know, not all my career's been glamorous. That's what I meant. Like,
Well,
there's
never
been,
is for anybody,
never is
is
for
it?
anyone. Even like A-list actors have like maybe done films that they're not proud of and stuff like that. But I've done quite a few costume character jobs in my life, and see, my little secret is to like stay sane. Is, you know, when you're getting a photo taken with the kid's obviously like that.
yeah.
And inside, I'm just like that. I never smile. I just stand like that.
Oh,
And it's just like, if they could see how depressed I am.
every single time now I'm going to look at a photo of a mascot, I'm
Yes,
just going to think
just
they
remember-
are literally dying inside.
Yeah, just remember they're not smiling. That's what makes it quite sinister when you think about it. Like when you think of like Disneyland and Minnie and Mickey Mouse and Goofy and Pluto.
And they're all miserable.
They're all standing in there like, you know, hoping for some more
Corpsing it.
antidepressants. You know?
Or a fan that works.
Or a fan that works.
Some of the videos I've seen online though is that fan thing can be like, I think you've maybe been saved there.
Really?
Because there's no like, an intake thing for it, for
Right.
like, fresh air to like, circulate. I don't know, you tell me.
No, I don't think so, no.
Because I've seen like, I think it's the inflatable costumes. Obviously yours was like a proper
Right, yeah.
furry effort. But like the inflatable ones, they have like a wee fan, like a sort of air intake system.
Right.
And people put like farting gas and stuff like that to the intake system. And
Oh,
you just see
no.
people rolling about in the ground trying to end their life.
Trying to end their
To
life.
escape these
Oh
costumes.
my God.
But no, the sweaty head thing.
I know.
You just
I
like,
know.
oh,
It's grim and you can barely walk. And then one day, right, it was my first day because I did 2 days for that job, right? The first day, remember I was telling you, like I was like dreading it and stuff. I was like, oh God, can't believe what I've signed up to. But like you say, I'm not someone who can sit
I
still.
remember Instagram messages are just like fucking buzzing for this.
FML. You know, and then I had to get up at the crack of dawn to walk from my house in Edinburgh down to South Gyle train station, which is like an hour walk from my house, just to get on the like 8:30 a.m. train to the Kingdom of Five for this bloody job. And yeah, it was pretty grim.
Fuck it, paid.
Better paid.
It paid.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. So when I get there and I'm in the costume, I can't like move properly. I can't talk, obviously. And they wanted me to do a photo shoot in the shopping centre at this random coffee shop, which was about a 10-15 minute walk, because you know how big shopping centres can be.
And you're like,
And you're not meant to do walking in a costume like that. You're meant to just like walk very, you know, and they made me walk and they didn't tell me. And I'd already been in the costume for 20 minutes and you're only allowed to be in the costume for 20 minutes. It's very strict rules, 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off,
and
20 minutes
obviously you
on.
can't walk about with Rita because then the rains will be like,
Ruins
who
the illusion.
killed the lion?
Exactly. Who's this? Half lion, half person. So I had to just walk and walk and walk, and I could hear the time going by because the woman who was like my minder said it's been like 35 minutes, and I honestly thought I was going to have a panic attack. It was awful.
Well, let's hope,
But I
in the
didn't.
let's hope in the future we stay away from lions,
Yes.
tigers and bears and the sweat that they bring.
Yes.